Always a fun day when Mom tells me in the morning she's out of grain back here. And of course, I had to move the white case and manure spreader because it was in the way. So, both of them are full. Should be good for another couple weeks. Makes it hard to judge when I need to get feed, when I gotta, deal with what she's got going on back here. Here's our cheap covers. These are actually the trim pieces off of the covers we have on the big totes. Just the right size. Except these got a wood handle on them, which not only makes it easier to move and handle, it helps hold them on. Oh yeah, by the way, there's how much hay's in this barn. I'm standing on 3 tiers. So there's probably at least 400 bales in here, maybe. The tall part up there's most of what's left of the second cutting we put back here. And yeah, the rest of it. Unfortunately, the door's open half the summer, so that's all faded out. It's green on the inside. And the row against the feeder is mostly probably 2 or 3 year old stuff. 'Tis what it is. Now on to other things. Ow. One drawback back here. The handle on that head gate. I didn't get it out far enough. And the wood is on here. So once it gets past where it'll hook the handle, the wood will catch the edge of that head gate rather than ruining the door. Oh yeah, and just think, that upright bin clear down there, number 3, that used to set right here. The old door had a notch, a separate piece that swung. It was probably, 6 feet wide, 6 feet tall, to clear the auger that went inside, so that we could actually open the door all the way. But that bin got took out of here. We assumed the hired man had them put feed in it when it wasn't supposed to get any in it, and we didn't know that it was in it until like a year and a half later, and he was long gone. I went too far with the frickin' door. And what was there was a bunch of wet, rotten crap that took the bottom of the bin out. Now I can push it that little bit, like this one. Uh-oh. Why are we having issues today? There we go. Hey, here's that handle I fixed a while back. Look at that, it didn't fall off. So anyway, that was a fun one. We wondered why we ran out of feed at the other end a week or 2 sooner than we should have. And figured it out. Then we fixed the bottom of the bin and used it for oats. It barely holds 1 truckload, which is good, but the way the bottom of it is, condenses too much. Everything gets wet. Then you can't get it out anyway. I'd love to have it under a roof so that it didn't condense, but well, I just dumped 5 minutes of video just because I didn't want to have a 20-minute video today. See a tail right there? I don't know how long she's been at it for sure. I think over an hour, nothing showing. That's one of the girls' cows. And of course, neither girl's here today. And I don't know if we can see it or not. Let me see. Middle of the screen, one there by the gate. Yeah, she's one other tail out too, and she's got a little showing. Well, no calf showing yet, but I think she's going to be today too. One of them on the board is due in March, and the other's due in June. Somebody's way off on numbers there. But getting ready to see why this one hasn't had a calf yet, and I think I'm going to go get that other one in. Yay. And of course, straw was supposed to have gotten spread yesterday, and I just spread these 2 pins so we don't have to deal in muck like over there. Oh yeah, and say hi, Becky. Ask somebody who has a bulge disc in her back. That's what she found out at the chiropractor today. That's why she's been so sore. She now understands how that feels. And she actually asked me earlier, how the hell do you do it every day? I just do it. I got 2 of those. Maybe they're not even a disc in there anymore. I don't know. But anyway, I gotta get the other one in. Hey, part of that video I dumped was showing Nelson what this looks like today. There's still some bare concrete. This is the cleaner part between 2 feeders. It's worse over there, but I got quite a bit of hay in that corner. Little there. And some over here. They like to lay down over here. But usually if they have a calf in this barn, once in a while it's down here, but it's usually down at that end. I don't know why. Ideally, they don't have out here at all. And Becky's still watching those other 2. I got the other one in. Time I got out there to get her, she was humping pretty good. Actually starting to push a little, so I don't know which one's going to have a calf first. We'll find out. Okay, at this point, I know she'd been at it for 2 hours. I'm not really sure what's keeping the calf from coming out. To begin with, I think one hoof was hugging the wall, then the head was hugging the ceiling. So, hand pull. Pretty good hand pull, but still a hand pull. Pretty good sized bull calf. That is Grumpy right there. She was the one we got in first. The other one's out there, been laying down laboring. And that other one is who? Eyore. That's who the other one out there is. So get her cleaning on this one and we'll get the other one in and get it out. Or see why it's not out yet. There we have another big bull calf. Both of them pulled. This one just by hands with the chain. And Mama don't want shit to do with him, of course. That one we had to use a puller on. I'll throw some other up on, see if she'll clean more. Brooke actually got a bucket of water and some towels and cleaned this one up part way. She just ain't figured it out yet. And they are both 5 days early by the gums anyway. So yay. 6 down, 6 pulled, 6 early. And this one, for some reason my mother had down as her being due in June.
That's because she wasn't listening.
Because she doesn't listen, or she doesn't.
6.5 months.
And the other one is supposed to be sometime in March. And when I call her on that kind of stuff, she says, well, here's the chart. You can look. Well, yeah, but who wrote down what when we preg checked and then went and took the chart and tried to figure out what they wrote? Becky was all worried earlier because a little boy there was drinking out of the water. Is he supposed to do? If he wants to drink water, let him drink water. You know, a lot of people keep a small trough that just the calves can get to. You know, we try to keep it so when they're out, a little bigger and they're out, they can get into the other troughs too. That was interesting. That was one of the yearlings behind me. Well, Eyore there, she's been cleaning off and on. And Grumpy over here, laying there chewing her cud. I mean, at least she's laying next to her calf, not on it. And, you know, it's cleaned up some. Not enough. Number one just left to go home and get a bag and said she's going to come back out. So I'm going to let her deal with them tonight. And that little one down there, she's laying in the wrong position. I know that. Just had her head up a minute ago. There's a slope here and she's laying there with her back downhill, which isn't the best. So I may go get that one up just because. But there's her day. Other than 6 minutes worth of video that I dumped. But I made up for part of that. I just don't want to give you guys too much at once, you know. I get I get tired watching, 20, 25-minute, 30-minute video, and I know I'm not the only one. And I try to keep them 10-ish. YouTube likes 10-minute videos. And I know I end up with, 15 minutes, a lot of times, or a little longer. Hey, bud, what are you doing? What are you doing there, bud? Yeah. Hey, little girl. Yeah, this is the littlest girl. I'll get down here like this and give her a little prodding. And I think her mama's actually milking now. Because she was eating earlier and her mama looked to have milk, and she hasn't gotten any of a bottle for a couple of days. So that's a good thing. Oh, kiddo. Yeah. He's just going to follow me around. A little too curly. I gotta be careful getting out of here because, mama and baby laying there. This is the one that we just brought over on this side that wasn't taking care of her calf originally, and she's been doing good since. But she's pretty skittish, so I don't want to spook her. I might sneak out the other way. In the meantime, yeah, I wish they were working on it better, but we've already done what we can pretty much do. And she keeps licking a little bit and then goofing off, then licking a little and goofing off. The other one was till she laid down. So, anywho, thanks for watching, everybody.